Druid gonna be first up over the team too. Is you ready though? Because it is a Druid. It is the Smirshka sub-rogue versus a Boomkin. We have been seeing more Boomkins in these duels, which I'm very, very happy to see, chat. That being said, things ain't easy for you boys. Things ain't easy. Maybe at midnight, but right now things are definitely not easy. Maybe after whatever they're doing to rogues, things are gonna be easier. And I can use a massive shield for like 5 minutes CDs. If we use a massive shield that has a 5-min CD, I mean, I guess you could if it's like part of the, if it's like a trinket, sure. If it's like a, I don't know, embellishment, yes. All those things are allowed unless you're like using an item to cheat for a teammate. No, you cannot give a shield to a teammate. That is not allowed. Shield yourself, go for it. Wait, are you talking about like your AoE shield? Okay, so when it comes to AoE shielding, you should probably save those when you're playing. You shouldn't pop it up just to give everybody a shield. Yeah, probably not a good idea. I would probably hold that as their own as a mage. Yeah, I was playing some Feral earlier. It was pretty cooked. Really? Oh, yeah, damn. You meant on the alpha, or are you talking about like on live? Or in PvP in general? Bro, it's pretty good. At least supposedly it's good. Like, it looks kind of good, but I haven't really fully seen it. But it's going to be a blind out onto Druid with a disarm right after Druid in a bit of a weird position right now with the road catching an easy reset. Sap to follow. It is very hard. Cheap shot, also very hard. But does at least give him someone an opportunity to just have a go. No click shadows, stricken out for the road. Cheap shot again. Druid just trying to go for every defensive if possible. Got himself a bit of a disarm, but it's going to be a disarm on the by the rogue on Druid. I was going to say for a second, I think it was a disarm for disarm actually. He just didn't have any other tools to use there at that point. And the trees are actually doing some work here. The dots are rotting down to Smirshka, unable to quite escape here. It's going to be mushroom procking. Let's go for the vanish. Druid in bear form. He's going to go for a quick disarm to Smirshka. Should be aware that a kid shot comes out real soon. But the burst comes through before the rogue can even land a kid shot. Hold on a second. I think Druid is bringing it back for the Druids all around, man. Dandruin Rin? Literally Anduin Rin's cousin. Danduin Rin. I mean, the set looks kind of cool. I really do like that. I like the erratic ears. That is a very nice touch. Trying to see if he have himself a bit of that honored duel versus Druid. But Druid ain't nowhere to be in front of him, dude. He ain't gonna walk at him at all whatsoever. Is that one of the new cloaks? Is that the elite cloak? Or is that one of the normal cloaks? I can't even tell. Either way, this man is ready. He's just looking for the Druid, man. He's just looking for Druid. No trinket. So honestly, I could actually see him just sit there for 30 seconds without a trinket, but it actually is going to go in there, get some dots in, get some trees in, try to get some damage in. Incarnation is out. Root onto Dandruin, who's got himself Hand of Freedom. Roar before he can land on the Hodge. It's going to be burst out of Druid with a stun on the Druid. Does not have a trinket with a bar skin. Is all he's really got. Dandruin able to pick up a lot of healing. Disarm right after. Does he have the big hammer build? Is he going for the big? He is a hammer build. Does he have a second hammer? Trying to go for a second hammer. He just doesn't quite do enough. Trinket to follow. Druid does have a trinket for this one in case he needs one. Cyclone right after with more cyclones and more regrowths to follow. Is going to need to get himself lots of recovery. Does still have an out. Shadow Melt is available. Good potential melt a Hodge, which would be huge for him, but he's going to need some cooldowns here. Fury Balloon coming up very, very soon. One heavy Incarnation this time around, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to have the tools ready for the Paladin. A Paladin does see him, I'm pretty sure, right? Catches him. And is going to try to see if he can get on top of the guy. Stun right after. Has a bubble in case he needs to. Has a spell ward in case he needs to. So he's actually in a perfect spot. Druid able to get quite a lot of range from him. Trying to go for those rats to get himself an eclipse. Lots of damage. Might be a bubble. Dan Druid with a bubble out of that roar. Druid with a bar skin will need everything to survive. Back in a boom bear form. Big kills are available. Does have a disarm available too. Trinket still available in case a Hodge comes through. Can disarm the Paladina. He's just on a full retreat right now. He just needs some time. He has a root silence potentially. Does catch a restone? Holy, hold on a second. I was thinking he was going to just try to see if he could run out. But I guess Dandruin used a lot of globals to self-heal and didn't get the Druid back into combat fast enough, man. That is wild. Dandruin is going to have to get himself a bit of reset. Spell Ward is still available. Druid has a trinket. He has a disarm. Root, silence, and everything. So he's actually in a great spot. I want to start off with the power PvP. Where do I begin? Solo queue, arena, solo queue BGs. I think solo queue battlegrounds is huge. Yeah, solo queue BGs I think is awesome. Super friendly. Basically normal BGs, but people get a little more sweaty. But I think it's a lot easier to get into. Dandruin does go down. I don't know if he got silenced on a root or solar beam or anything like that, or maybe got interrupted. but he did not get himself a chance to even pop an immunity, so he does go down. Next up is going to be one of the three, either Megami, either Toxic Doctor, or possibly Saya. Looks like Saya is coming out next. I'm loving the whole set, dude. It looks so good. I even like the pants part that you went with the Arathia look. It fits out really, really well. Hell of a set. But for Druid, that was a Paladin he went up against. Not easy whatsoever. He's going to have to go up against another Paladin. Trinket available. Barskin available. Heart of the Wild coming back up, but I don't really know, man. This is Saya. This is not a Hammer Paladino. This is a full. I'm pretty sure unless Saya did something different. Full Herald of the Sun. Herald of the Sun, big dot rot damage. Is going to be stunned out for Druid. Trying to see if he can escape. Saya might be able to go through a lot of damage. Saya knows it's going to be burst out for Druid. Druid going for the flapstick, back himself out of there. Saya's technically out in the open. I don't know if Druid wants to chase after him, but looks like Saya's going to wait out the trees. Go for pickup on the heels. Druid does get himself a bit of a restealth. I don't know if he's going to be able to go for yet another stun, sprint, dash, dots, damage, and the full combo. He's going to try to go for yet another stun, but he's a little too close to Saya. That's going to be a Hodge opportunity. Silence Beam does go out. Is going to get a Hodge on Druid. He does have a chicken for this one. Roar for a second. Saya taking a lot of damage. Trying to go for a clone, but Saya does go behind the pillar. Is going to just let the recovery get him caught up, but the trees are back in. Back in play. It's a lot of damage. Saya with the Spell Warden. Druid needs everything to live here. He can't do anything right now. Maybe Roar. I think he's already used Roar, unfortunately. Unless maybe Bash or Maim. I don't think he has either one available right now, though. But it's going to be Saya living a lot of the burst with an immunity. Bubble is available in case he needs it. Druid with the Heart of the Wild trying to go for Cyclone. Does he get a juke? He does get interrupted, but a Cyclone goes through it. A Hodge comes out, and it doesn't matter. Saya takes it. With Black going to be up next, but it looks like he wants to give Saya as much of an honor duel. Not going to rush this Paladin down, letting him get a full reset. Land Hands and Bubble still available for the Paladin. He sees okay. Background's always a reason or a mess. I feel like just BGs, solo queue BGs, BG Blitz, I think it's just easier because you just play objectives. So even if you're not a great at like damage, everybody could play the objective, right? Get on the card, go grab the flag, capture a point. You know, I feel, and plus you have a whole team of 8 people. You know, in a solo, if you make a mistake, that could really be, you know, critical. But if you make a mistake, somebody else can help out and carry the team sometimes in BG Blitz. So I think it's a good starter place. Especially if you're just like, especially if you're a class that is good at team fights, that could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun. Saya does go for a bit of that reset behind the pillar. Blade does take a lot of, is that your name? Black? I'm gonna call you Blade. I'm gonna call you Blade. Blag? I don't even know what I call you. I'm just going to call you Greg. I feel like Greg is easier than Blag. But that's going to be a lot of damage out for Saya with the dots. Even if he's magic, it's not going to be enough. And the Karma being out, Saya is just able to rot down that monk with Chikef? I don't even know how to say your name. Chick. I'm going to call you Chick. Going to be up next. Some chick right out in the arena. That's what it sounds like now. I like your whole Halloween look, by the way. That looks so good. I like how you got the actual like Hollow's End event one, not the trading post one. The red eye gives it away. He does get a stun on Saya. A bunch of damage coming out through with the Dark Ascension. It has him some potential lots of damage, but Saya able just to go for the rot damage, the slow onto Chick. And it's just backing himself out of there, letting the dot rot you down for some Chick. You're going to have to get that fear stun combo. Is going to get the Shadow Crush on the Saya. Void Torrent with a Rift is going to be huge. You just see DP to combine into it. However, there's just no targets. And Saya does poke out from behind the pillar for a second. This gives you an opportunity to trick it to disengage for a moment. The Rift does connect, but Saya is going to go for a bubble. Shikif does have himself a disperse, trying to go for Massive Spell. Is going to almost land it, but a quick interrupt by Saya is just not going to be enough. Saya being able to lock you out on the Massive Spell does leave you with that immunity for a little bit longer. Leo does become the Herald. Hallows and set with the hat and the back piece to the... It's unholy this time. Okay. Interesting. Saya is going to be up next, so trying to see if he can drop down final wreck, but he's kind of out of options. Maybe Leo in hands available still? Oh, not. No mind. No, it's not. Leo just dropping him in seconds here. That's what happens when you have a paladin who's just out of options, man. Out of options completely. Either Toxic Doctor is going to be next. I like his pet, by the way. That looks pretty good. Let's go for a bit of that honor duel. I like it. I like it. And looks like Leah is giving him the honor duel. Even though he's got a whole army, they're all ready to go. The A-bomb might accidentally get in combat. Never mind, doesn't. Does it get dots on you? It looks like Toxic Doctor does get dots on him. I think the A-bomb does have this natural dot aura around him. So I was definitely going to get him coming pretty quickly. Back to the mall we did. Yeah, exactly. Back to the mall. As Leo is going to go behind the pillow. Body shot does connect, but Toxic wasn't able to follow up. Trying to get some damage on to Leo. As long as he's got the grenades and coordinated assault, he should be good to go. He's playing that Sentinel, so as long as he's able to get those big grenades and empower them, he's going to be okay. But Leo's just going to let the pets do a lot of the work. Dark Transformation, letting the mages do a bunch of castle from around the corner. Big grenades are actually chunking out Leo's health bar. Not feeling that good. Lichborn, IBF, and Death Pact. Everything was used just to survive there. And Toxic didn't really get that much damage into the guy. He just threw a couple of hits at it, but nothing crazy. Leo, I think, might just be done for the count here, potentially. Next grenade with a full looter buff. And I think you just might be done for. You need that kill command, though. It's something, even if it's on the pet. Freezing trap on the pet. Stun into Leo. Does break over with human racial. Is going to get explosive shot around the corner. AMS will try to see if he can stop some of the damage. Silence out of Toxic. We're just going to go for a turtle shell. Just waiting it out. Technically, Leo has a lot of pet damage here. He could, if he could just live and stay away from Toxic, those pets could do a ton here. But the riders are focused on the hunter pet instead of the hunter himself. That is unfortunate. Leo trying to pick up death strikes here and there. Trying to go for a bit of range damage. Oh, but not enough. Toxic immediately got himself a camo, but the dots. These are still on him. And Minton Hunter is going to be lasso left. Wait, is that right? Minton Hunter? It is Minton Hunter. Okay. I was pretty sure I got it wrong, and then I just had to reread it. And I did have it right. That's a good looking set, by the way. I just got it the other day. Actually, yesterday. I got all the other pieces. I still need want to get the kilt pieces. So I still need to do a couple of Brewfest things on alts. And actually do the event, because I'm behind on still on the weapons and all these unique items. But pretty cool. I still don't have the mount, by the way. But it looks like Minton is given Toxic as much of a chance here to catch himself a reset with the Mage Foot. Marksmanship Bouncer maybe just feels super confident that they could just go and take out Toxic very, very quickly. I like the dragon, dude. The dragon isles, the dragon flight, dragon riding mounts, man. They do look really, really good. And have you seen some of the mounts coming out of Midnight, by the way? There's like a Gladiator Drake mount that they got. I think everybody's already excited immediately. It's better than the Bats of War Within. Immediately better than the Bats of War Within. It's like a mix of a proto dragon and like a normal dragon kind of combined together by the looks of it. Remember Tame the Pink Elix? Yeah. Gotta get the Pink Elix. Which I do have one on my my original hunter, Dow Prime. So that I already have. But I need to get all the other collectibles. And hopefully get the, maybe I'll get the trophy for the food event or whatever. Minton does trade some traps, but he does not find Toxic. Toxic kind of walks by him, but doesn't quite catch him. Flares are down, eyes are up. And it looks like Minton might be committing towards one of the eyes on his side here. He should be able to see Toxic as well as the pet. It should hopefully be able to get himself an opener. Should be able to be in your line of sight. Hunter's marks are traded. Is going to go for an explosive shot. Trinkets out of that one with a rapid fire right after feign death for his second. Toxic charges in with a coordinated assault. Minton might be in a bit of trouble. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Main unit defensive, but looks like Toxic just stabs right through him. Just goes in for the offensive. Sai picking up 3. Druid picking up some wild numbers on that too, by the way. That is a lot of damage. And then Toxic Doctor does finish it off as well. Well done, well done. Let's get us another go, boys. Saya and Johnny, let me know when you boys are both ready.